Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just an affable couple in love that loves reacting to Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yes, we do.
This is the season 2 finale, season 2, episode number 18 that we're checking out. And you can catch up right now. This is the first time you're checking us out. We got a playlist for all of our reactions for Avatar The Last Airbender. And if you want to jump ahead, get to season 3 right after this reaction, then check out Patreon. We got a link in the description of this video for you.
Yes, we do.
All right, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm very concerned about this.
What's that smell?
It's Juke. I'm sure you wouldn't like it.
Actually, it smells delicious. I'd love a bowl, Uncle.
You seem different somehow.
It's a new day. We've got a new apartment. Things are looking up, Uncle.
Okay.
Who are you?
I know.
But I like him, whoever he is.
He's gonna be so happy to see you.
Are you nervous to meet this guru?
I'm ready to master the Avatar state. I'll do whatever it takes. See you in a week. Yip, yip.
It's only gonna take a week to master the Avatar state? All right.
Good point.
Sokka, good to see you.
Sokka. Hi, Dad.
Aww.
Look, Bosco. The Kyoshi warriors are here to protect us. The Council of Five is meeting to plan an invasion of the Fire Nation this summer on the day of a solar eclipse.
Now that sounds like a fascinating and brilliant plan.
So is this king good at like anything when it comes to basic ruling of his town?
In exactly 2 months, the Army and Navy will invade the Fire Nation on the day of Black Sun.
Yes, Momo.
Sorry.
No, it's funny.
All we need is the Earth King's seal.
I'll get these scrolls to him right away.
Hey, the guru.
Hello? You're Guru Patik, right? The person who attached the note to Appa's horn?
Indeed, I was a spiritual brother of your people.
You said you could teach me to gain control of the Avatar state.
You must gain balance within yourself, and the first step to gaining balance begins with this. Drink up.
Ugh, it tastes like onion and banana juice.
It is onion banana juice.
Because it is.
Oh, that sounds so awful.
Yeah.
The Beifong is staged this way.
I'm quite certain you're mistaken.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Didn't think about that, huh?
What's wrong with you?
Very sneaky, Toph. But you can't trick me.
You might think you're the greatest earthbender in the world, but even you can't bend metal.
Maybe she can.
Can she bend the earth under the metal?
I don't know. It's supposedly like once you're in metal, like you can't like, you have to be like connected to the earth somehow. So if you're completely encased in metal.
For 100 years, the Fire Nation has hammered away at Ba Sing Se from the outside. But now we're on the inside, and we can take it by ourselves.
You're so confident. I really admire that about you.
The key is the Dai Li. Whoever controls the Dai Li controls Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, I mean, he literally gave you a roadmap.
Yep.
I mean,
Let me tell my strategy to these strangers.
as well as the discontent in my own court.
What are chakras?
I guess we'll start with the basic. The water flows through this creek much like the energy flows through your body.
So chakras are pools of spiraling energy in our bodies?
Life is messy, and things tend to fall in the creek. If we open the paths between the pools,
The energy flows.
opening the chakras is an intense experience. You cannot stop until all 7 are open.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Where Aang becomes
First, we
Naruto.
will open the Earth Chakra, located at the base of the spine. It deals with survival and is blocked by fear. What are you most afraid of?
Oh.
Let your fears flow down the creek. You have opened your Earth Chakra.
One down.
Next is the
Water chakra?
brilliant. This chakra deals with pleasure and is blocked by guilt. Look at all the guilt which burdens you so. What do you blame yourself for?
I ran away. I hurt all of those people.
Because he lost control.
If you are to be a positive influence on the world, you need to forgive yourself.
Something we all need to learn.
This bay leads directly to the outskirts of Ba Sing Se. We've been using these tangle mines to stop the Fire Nation ships from getting through.
Your father invented tangle mines himself.
Destructive, buoyant, and terrible smelling.
And the foul smell forces people to abandon the ship. I call it the stinkin' sink.
Stink and sink. Nice.
Our scouts have spotted 4 Fire Nation ships.
Mato, get these mines loaded up.
What should I do, Dad?
Prepare for battle.
Aren't you listening? I said the rest of you men get ready for battle.
Yeah! Suck as a man.
Who thought when we came to this city as refugees?
Big ass tea shop. Mm-hmm. Very fancy.
Congratulations, Uncle.
I'm very thankful.
The Jasmine Dragon will be the best tea shop in the city.
I'm thankful because you decided to share this special day with me.
Aww.
It means more than you know.
Oh my god, he hugged him!
Now let's make these people some tea.
Who are you?
The real Zuko.
Third is the fire chakra, located in the stomach.
My fire chakra would like to eat something other than onion banana juice.
Good one. Moving on. What are you ashamed of?
What was the opposite of the shame? What was it?
Willpower.
Okay.
You will never find balance if you deny this part of your life. You are the avatar, and therefore you are a firebender. That chakra opened less like a flowing creek and more like a burping bison.
Tastes like onions and bananas.
Oh.
Strangely, something.
I'm tired of wearing this girly disguise.
Maybe that's why it was so easy to beat the Kyoshi warriors and take their clothes.
How much longer do we have to serve the Earth King?
Princess Azula promised we would go back to the Fire Nation as soon as we capture the Avatar.
Do you want the whole palace to know we're Fire Nation?
Sorry.
Perfect. Exactly how they planned it.
Good work, girls. I'm sure the Dai Li will deliver the message.
It's like they wouldn't be that reckless.
Lay all your grief out in front of you. You have indeed felt a great loss. But love is a form of energy. The air nomad's love for you has not left this world. It is still inside of your heart and is reborn in the form of new love. Let the pain.
Oh.
Very good.
Can I have some onion banana juice, please?
The fifth in the chain is the sound chakra, located in the throat. It deals with truth and is blocked by lies, the ones we tell ourselves.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar?
You cannot lie about your own nature. You must accept that you are the Avatar.
Badass shot.
You have opened the chakra of truth.
To master this
Full
in
of
a
energy
day, not
is
just
the light
a
chakra,
week.
located in the center of the forehead. It deals with insight and is blocked by illusion. The greatest illusion of this world, things you think are separate and different, are actually one and the same.
Like the Four Nations.
So the Spunk try to tell you everything's connected.
Even the separation of the 4 elements is an illusion. You will see that all the elements are one, 4 parts of the same whole. Even metal is just a part of Earth that has been purified and refined.
Holy shit. She's gonna be unstoppable.
Fudge! Woo! Toph, you rule.
Yes, you do.
A cup of tea before we get back to the king?
I could go for some tea.
Table for 2, please.
Uh-oh.
I need 2 jasmine, 1 green, and 1 lychee.
I'm brewing as fast as I can.
Once you open this chakra, you will be able to go in and out of the Avatar state at will. You will have complete control and awareness of all your actions.
Let's do this.
The thought chakra is located at the crown of the head. It deals with pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachment. Meditate on what attaches you to this world.
Yeah.
Let all of those attachments go.
You can't.
What? Why would I let go of Katara? I love her.
Learn to let her go, or you cannot let the pure cosmic energy flow in from the universe.
Why would I choose cosmic energy over Katara? How could Be a bad thing that I feel an attachment to her. 3 chakras ago, that was a good thing.
You must learn to let go.
Oh, this is where he's gonna struggle.
Thank goodness you're here, Suki. Something terrible is going
No.
I just saw Prince Zuko and his uncle. We have to tell the Earth King right away.
I'll be sure to let him know.
Oh, Mom was like, fuck this, I'm out.
I think it's time for a family reunion.
I'm sorry.
To master the Avatar state, you must open all the chakras. Now think of your attachments and let them go. Let the pure cosmic energy flow.
There you go. Ooh, that's badass looking.
All right, Aang, you're gonna have to put that to the test real soon.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where it becomes useful.
Shit. No, he's gotta let go though. He was there. He was so close.
Katara's in danger. I have to go.
No, Aang. By choosing attachment, you have locked the chakra. If you leave now, you won't be able to go into the Avatar state at all.
Oh shit.
Aang.
It's another one of her tricks.
Now you're in trouble.
There's a giant.
It's the real deal.
And closed. Oh.
I'm the greatest earthbender in the world.
Yeah, you are.
Toph.
Yeah, Toph. Oh shit.
Damn. So she can make her own, like, walking escalator thing.
You don't know how much this means to me, Dad. And I'll finally prove to you what a great warrior I am.
You don't have to prove anything to me. I'm already proud of you. And I've always known you're a great warrior. Why do you think I trusted you to look after our tribe when I left?
Yeah. It's a lot of responsibility.
This can't be good news.
Yeah, each have your own path.
What is this about? Your agents show up in the middle of the night and drag me down here? You will not treat a Kyoshi warrior this way.
But you're not a Kyoshi warrior, are you? Princess Azula of the Fire Nation.
What do you want?
It's time that I regain control of Ba Sing Se. And you have something I need.
She is playing you like a fiddle.
The Earth King's trust.
Why should I help you?
Because I can get you the Avatar.
I'm listening.
A message from the Royal Palace.
I can't believe it. We've been invited to serve tea to the Earth King.
Don't you dare end it there.
Yep.
Okay.
In my vision, I just knew she needed help.
It'd be nice if your avatar powers could be just a little more specific from time to time. What is that?
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's more like she's like skating on, like, using the earth, like, I don't know, skate, like they're like as her own roller skates.
This coup must be swift and decisive. The Earth King and each of the 5 generals must be taken out simultaneously. If I sense any disloyalty, any hesitation, I will snuff it out.
Nice speech, Azula. It was pretty and poetic, but also scary in a good way.
She's hilarious, Tylee.
Many times I imagined myself here at the threshold of the palace, but I always thought I would be here as a conqueror. Destiny is a funny thing.
So how did it go with the guru? Did you master the Avatar state?
Look at her hug on Sokka.
I completely mastered the Avatar state.
Oh no. Dang, don't lie to them.
What's taking so long?
Maybe the Earth King overslept?
Something's not right.
It's tea time.
Azula!
Have you met the Dai Li? They have a killer instinct that's so firebender.
Did I ever tell you how I got the nickname, the Dragon of the West?
Hell fucking yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Ow, rough landing.
I'm tired of running. It's time I faced Azula.
I mean, but are you ready for that yet?
He's like, oh god, he went back to his
Are you going to challenge me to an Agni Kai?
I challenge you.
No thanks.
Katara's fine. You have nothing to worry about.
In my vision.
She's been off with your friends, the Kyoshi warriors. If there was any danger at all,
You would know.
Bosco's animal instincts would sense.
Oh.
It's fitting that his animal is just as clueless as he is.
Zuko!
Now Momo can tell Aang what's up with Katara. Yep.
Oh.
Someone's at the door.
I don't know.
Actually, I know who it is. It's an old friend of mine. Glad to see you're okay.
I need your help.
I forgot that they had that little interaction.
You guys know each other?
I met him in the woods once and knocked him down.
Yep,
Then he gave me tea and some very good advice.
he does that.
Princess Azula is here in Ba Sing Se.
She must have Katara.
She has captured my nephew as well.
Then we'll work together to fight Azula and save Katara and Zuko.
You lost me at Zuko.
I know how you must feel about my nephew, but believe me when I tell you there is good inside him.
Yes.
Good inside him isn't enough. Why don't you come back when it's outside him too, okay?
Zuko.
Just call Sakazuko.
I did. I wasn't going to acknowledge it.
My sister! Where are they keeping Katara?
In the crystal catacombs of old Ba Sing Se, deep beneath the palace.
We'll just leave you here for now.
Yep.
And the Fire Nation princess is cooperating?
Oh, yes. She's really taken charge. Terrifying and inspirational at the same time. It's hard to explain.
Yes, it is. She's a very complicated character. You love her, but she's terrible.
You're a terrible person, you know that? Always following us, hunting the Avatar, trying to capture the world's last hope for peace?
Let him speak.
You're the Fire Lord's son. Spreading war and violence and hatred is in your blood.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't? The Fire Nation took my mother away from me.
Mine too.
That's something we have in common.
There is an ancient city down there.
Aang, you go with Iroh to look for Katara and the Angry Jerk. No offense.
None taken.
So, Toph thinks you give pretty good advice and great tea.
The key to both is proper aging. What's on your mind?
I met with this guru who was supposed to help me master the Avatar state. But to do it, I had to let go of someone I love, and I just couldn't.
I think you are very wise to choose happiness and love. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel, but if you just keep moving,
Eventually.
you will come to a better place.
Very pretty down there.
Yeah. Great advice again, Iroh.
What's going on here?
You're under house arrest.
The coup is happening right now. We've got to warn the Earth King.
Last two.
Thank goodness we're in time.
In time for what?
What are you in time for? Cutie.
I'm kind of involved with Suki.
Who?
Yeah, Toph.
They're not the real Kyoshi warriors.
Sorry to disappoint you.
She got the crazy eyes.
This fight is over.
That was unnecessary. No! Oh!
Get them all out of my sight.
Bear's so sleepy.
Where's Momo?
Now comes the part where I double-cross you. Arrest the Fire Nation princess.
No, dude. They respect strength.
What is wrong with you?
It's because they haven't made up their minds. They're waiting to see how this is going to end.
What are you talking about?
You were born with nothing, so you've had to struggle and connive. The divine right to rule is something you're born with. They don't know which one of us is going to be sitting on that throne, but I know, and you know. Well,
Damn, she didn't even have to fight you.
You've beaten me at my own game.
don't flatter yourself. You were never even a player.
Oh, shit.
For so long now, whenever I would imagine the face of the enemy,
I used to think this scar marked me. The mark of the banished prince, cursed to chase the Avatar forever. But lately, I've realized I'm free to determine my own destiny.
Yeah, you are.
maybe you could be free of it.
What?
She's a healer.
This is water from the Spirit Oasis at the North Pole. It has special properties, so I've been saving it for something important.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it would work, but
But we'll try again later.
I knew you would would come.
What are you doing with the Avatar?
Saving you, that's what.
Zuko, it's time we talked. Go help your other friend. We'll catch up with you.
Does she end up with Zuko? Might be a twist.
It's time for you to choose. It's time for you to choose good.
I expected this kind of treachery from Uncle, Prince Zuko. You're a lot of things, but you're not a traitor. I need you, Zuko. And the only way we win is together. You will have your honor back. You will have Father's love. You will have everything you want.
God, she's a manipulative bitch.
Look into your heart and see what it is that you truly want.
Exactly.
You are free to choose.
Come on, Zuko.
We've got to find Sokka and Toph.
Holy crap.
Good move.
Mm-hmm. He chose wisely. No. Oh, he chose poorly.
See any Daily agents nearby?
All clear.
She's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Ghost Rider whip.
Zuko, stop being a dick.
Ooh! Chopped off a little bit of her hair. Nice.
Her hair is no longer perfect. Okay, you guys are gonna like create a cave-in pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Katara. Taking it to Azula. Oh.
I thought you had changed.
I have changed.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Rock King.
Shit, he is taking some hits.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, it's easy. You just walk on your front paws instead of your rear ones. Like this.
Just take the bear.
I think she just doesn't care. She's like, I'm just here for some adventure. I don't really care about all this.
Shit. Yeah, now you've done it.
Come on, Aang. Oh, this is unfair, and he doesn't have the Avatar state.
There's too many.
The only way is to let her go.
I'm sorry, Katara.
Yeah, you're all in big fucking trouble now.
Catch him! Katara, catch him!
You have the special water. Gyro.
I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Iroh, you're the best. Yep.
Zuko didn't deserve it.
Nope.
We've done it, Zoom. It's taken 100 years. Fire Nation has conquered Ba Sing Se.
I betrayed Uncle.
He betrayed you. When you return home, Father will welcome you as a war hero.
No, he won't.
What if Father doesn't restore my honor?
He won't.
You restored your own honor.
She knows how to play you.
Mm-hmm.
The Earth Kingdom
He's fallen.
has fallen.
Yeah.
That was super happy fun times. I really enjoyed that ending. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, finally they've conquered the Earth Kingdom. Zuko won his own pride and his own honor back. Azula almost killed the Avatar and like just completely made it so that there were no more Avatars ever again. That's the only thing that was like a downer about it. But I'm pretty stoked. I mean, things are looking up for Azula and Zuko, our heroes of the story. I'm taking the Cobra Kai approach to this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. I really can't wait for Azula to be visited by the karma that she so justly deserves. Zuko, once again, a disappointment.
Yeah. To get like, oh man, to show us him like finally having peace and being happy and
being a nice person.
Yeah. Like being happy for his uncle and just like letting all his baggage go. I think it's just a good reminder that, yeah, I mean, and sometimes that's what you have to do is like you have to remove yourself from a situation. But once those elements came back into his life, like Azula and the Avatar, then all those feelings came back and like, you know, he hadn't had enough time away from it, like finding out exactly and like cementing who he really is now, that it was too easy to fall back into who he was.
And Azula is just, I said it in the episode, but it bears saying again, she is an expertly manipulative bitch. And she plays him so well. I mean, she knew exactly what chord to hit. Daddy will love you. Your honor will be restored. You know, you're going to be this great hero. Like, just all this played to his ego and the poor, shattered, broken heart that exists inside him. She's cruel. She is so cruel.
But it also just shows how, how clever and smart she is, because she was stronger than Zuko, and she had like, you know, the Dai Li or whatever. So she could have taken Zuko out if she wanted to. But she's like, hey, why not have him on my side? Like, why not get an ally? Like, you know, why take out the Dai Li or whatever? Why not gain them on my side? Why take out Zuko? Why not bring them on my side and like accumulate more power, which I think she's going to use to take her dad out. So and I think that's why she's like, yeah, don't worry about dad. Cause I got this. Yeah. Like, so a lot of times I think, and like, I've never been in this situation, but I just like, maybe when you like, I think about what I see, like you see in like movies or whatever, and shows like the person that like has a lot of strength and has a lot of power, like, you know, you have all this power and like, you want to like show it off. You want to show that you're like, you know, you're a fighter and you're a badass and you can do all these things. But so like to be able to know that you can fight, but not have to use your fighting skills and still be able to use your mind to like get what you want, like, you know, and manipulate and trick people and like turn the table in your favor. That's just like, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's very impressive. I mean, she didn't even have to say a word. She didn't have to lift a finger against the, what was his name? Sokka made a joke about it last episode. The general, like Long Gone.
Oh, Long Fang.
Long Fang, yeah. It was Long Gone. Now he's long gone. Long Fang's now long gone. She had to lift a finger against Long Fang, and she just, you know, she sat and was like, you know, yeah, I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that was impressive. The scene between her and Long Fang, the fact that like her power was just so apparent, and she believed in it so fully and was so confident in it. All she had to do was sit in the chair and tell him to kneel, and she made it happen.
Yeah.
That was impressive. And then the minute that happened, then yeah, the Dai Li were going to be in her court. So like, she gave him kind of an opening with saying like, they're undecided versus they're mine now. I mean, she said they're undecided.
Yeah.
If that was true, if they truly were undecided, some of them may actually have fallen in for Long Fang instead of for her. And it could have been a lot messier. But he wasn't even willing to fight for it. She just like stared him into submission. That was impressive. To what you said about getting Zuko on her side, I don't think she cares about Zuko at all. But I do think that she is sadistic, and I do think that she is cruel. And I think getting him to turn on his uncle was a win in her cap.
Ooh, okay.
I think hurting her uncle is a win for her. Hurting Zuko is a win for her. Coming between them, achieved both of those things. It's a win. I think she is that cruel.
I can see that. I mean, I wasn't saying it so much that I think she does it because she cares about Zuko. I think it's just more like, all right, Zuko is an asset. Like Zuko still does have strength and still does have power. So if I can get him on my side and have him fight for me, then thereby I have more power. Not necessarily like, oh, you know, I want to restore my brother's honor and do all this thing.
Oh, no, definitely not that. Yeah. But I mean, I don't even think she's so strong. I don't think she even like where he is in his power on her radar is like down here. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's above average.
Yeah.
It's not impressive. Very little impresses her. Yeah. So like, she certainly doesn't want him and Iroh and the Avatar and Katara and all teamed up against her, because that did give her a little bit of a run for her money. So like,
Katara had her.
Either of those options, he might as well be on her side. But like, other than that, the recruitment strategy here, I don't think is really out of any recognition at all for any perceived value that is Zuko.
Okay.
Like, he has no greater benefit to her than any other pawn on the board right now. And more pawns on her side than their side, that's good. If they have a few more, she can probably take them. Now, if they have all the benders, it gets a little more complicated.
Toph. Great that she's even more powerful and she can bend metal. I mean, which, when you think of like they explain it makes sense. I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, there's metal's like a part of the earth. And so, yeah, why wouldn't you be able to do that if you're an earthbender? And like, that's just like another thing that you get, I guess, like another, kind of like, oh, if you're a firebender, some firebenders can do electricity. Like now it's like, oh, you got like sand bending, and now you got like, can also metal bend. And yeah, so Toph being metal is fitting.
And I did think about that at one point. I was like, well, metal comes from the earth, but I don't know. They did such a good job. Again, the power of belief, right?
Yeah.
They did such a good job believing that she was trapped, and she believed she was trapped, that I was like, okay, well, I'm just going
she's trapped,
to overlook the fact that metals come from the earth and that they are within the same, like, sphere, it would seem. I'll ignore that because, we all believe otherwise.
It's true. Yep, that's how I get you.
Yep.
Sell you a bill of goods, liars. It's like, no, you do not see this. They just, they hypnotize you.
Exactly. Just like that.
Nice, Sokka getting the recognition from his dad, and it's just, I don't know. It's never a bad thing to hear. It's something that's always great, hearing that your dad is proud of you and respects you, and so that's I was really glad that Sokka got that.
Yeah, I agree.
At first, I thought maybe like when Aang couldn't do the Avatar state anymore, before he went in his little like I don't know, diamond cocoon or diamond hut. Like, well, maybe that's a good thing, because then the Avatar can never, or at least for Aang, the Avatar won't like end if he gets killed in the Avatar state, and like so I'm like, maybe he doesn't need it. Then he got into it, and then he almost died. And I guess now Zuko's never getting healed because that little special water is gone.
Like you said, he didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
He chose poorly.
Who are your top 5 characters after season 2? If you want to, you can count Appa and Momo as one character.
Okay, well, Appa and Momo.
Okay.
Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
Then I think I gotta say Sokka.
Yeah, Sokka!
He's really come up.
Yeah, he is. Okay, so Momo and Appa, Iroh, Sokka. Got 2 spots left.
Which will have to go to Katara and Aang. I mean,
okay.
There was a world in which Zuko might have had a spot. You screwed that up real bad in this last episode, so he doesn't get one at all. He sucks.
Mine is pretty. I don't know. No,
you're gonna put Azula in there. I know you are.
I'm gonna do a little bit different. I'm gonna do a little differently. Okay, so Iroh for sure. I mean, I think he is my favorite character. Iroh. I want to be Iroh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and so like the Iroh is life goals.
Yep.
And it's like I would, if I can be half the man that Iroh is, then I've achieved a lot in life. And I'll be happy. So Iroh, Sokka, because I identify with Sokka. Iroh's who I want to be. Sokka's who I am. And so Toph. Just a great introduction in this season.
Yeah.
And
she probably should have been my top 5, really.
But I mean, it's good. Like we'll mix it up. We'll mix it up a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I love her humor. She had, I think, maybe like arguably one of my favorite moments, not only in this season, in the whole entire show, when she got saved. She's like, "Oh, Sokka, thank you so much." And it was the Suki, and she's just like, "Okay, you can let me drown now."
Yeah, her humor is fantastic. So good, so relatable.
And speaking of great humor, Azula. Come on, when she did her impersonation of Zuko, it's okay, it's funny, you can laugh. Or it's okay, you can laugh, it's funny. she's an amazing villain. She's a great character. And yeah, I mean, like, impressive as well. So it's just, yeah, I have to put her in there. Which means my last spot really tough to do. Katara's left out. Yeah, I know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is that, am I gonna leave Aang off of my top 5 and put him in Momo and Appa? But I don't know. I love Momo and Appa. Momo comes on screen, and I just, like, everything he does makes me laugh and smile, and I love Momo. Like, between the two, if I had to even choose between the two, I'd put Momo first. Even though I love Appa, like, Appa's, you know, like a big dog, and like, you just, I mean, miss him so much, and like the reunion with Aang was so great. Almost cried during that episode. It was so heartfelt, and like, just, if you've ever had a pet like that, just, you felt that. So yeah, my 5th spot will probably go to Momo and Appa, which is insane that I don't have Aang in my top 5. But I'm sure by the end of this, I will. This is kind of probably more geared towards like season 2 itself. So by the end of it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really loved Aang's, like, his push-pull conflict on letting Katara go. It's like, he knows he has to become the Avatar. Like, the fate of the world is depending on it. He does have, like, he doesn't have the luxury of only being concerned with personal pleasures and problems. He has to think bigger than that. But I do love how hard it was for him to do that, because it shows you what a big heart he has, that like he cares deeply about the people in his orbit, and they aren't like the means to the end of him getting power and becoming the Avatar. It's like, no, this isn't like a pawn or an employee or something like that. It's like, no, they're my family. Like, he doesn't look down on them. He looks with them.
Yeah.
And they are a unit. And I just, to me, that speaks volumes about his character. And for the record, you should never look down on your employees, period. But we know it happens. And it's bad, but it happens. And so, like, the fact that he doesn't ever set himself above anyone, and the fact that, like, he didn't want this. Like, to me, that is, like, that's, and this sounds terrible, but that's why it has to be you. Is because you don't want this. You're not power hungry. Can you imagine if Azula was the Avatar?
Oh my God.
The world would have exploded by now. She would be sitting on a throne on top of the ashes. Like, that is Azula. So just want to shout out how great his character is, that he had that conflict. But also, there's a part of me that wanted to pull him aside and be like, dude, you realize just when you let her go in your mind, it's not killing her, right? Like, she will still live. Like, well, it's not synonymous with death and disappearing forever.
Yes and no. I mean, like, at that time, I mean, they were surrounded, and she could have, I mean, she could have died. They could have all, like, attacked her, and she could have been dead at that time while he was in his little hut, his diamond hut. True. So that time he had to let her go. But and then Iroh's advice to him, I think, was great when he went down, and like they were in that tunnel, and yeah. So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want to jump ahead to season 3 right now, check out Patreon. You got early ad-free access. You can get a month ahead. Thanks so much for seeing our reaction for Avatar: The Last Airbender. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.